Bruce Howard with you from Marlins Park here in Miami, Florida, where the University of Tulsa has won their 10th ever bowl game, their 10th win in their 21st try in bowls as they dominated Central Michigan by a final score of 55-10. In the early going, Tulsa had a very long drive, and that resulted in a touchdown pass to Josh Atkinson, who ended up needing 73 yards to be a 1,000-yard receiver, and he got a few of those on that touchdown play. The Hurricane later on in the ball game would get a couple of touchdown passes to Kevin Lucas scoring for TU, and Tulsa dominated the end of the first half with a couple of touchdowns late in the final 4 minutes to take a halftime lead of 27-3. Then came the third quarter when Central Michigan actually started the third quarter with an onside kick and recovered it. But TU's defense, which was strong all day, was able to stop Central Michigan, and then the Hurricane came roaring through the Central Michigan defense with a couple of touchdowns in the third quarter, and those two TDs virtually locked the game up. And then in the fourth quarter, Jesse Brubaker with a 66-yard interception return for a score, and Tulsa was absolutely dominant in winning this game 55-10. Obviously, head coach Philip Montgomery was very pleased with the way his team played.
Yeah, that's not what really we saw on tape, and we figured our tempo was going to bother them. Had 13 picks on the year coming into it, really gave you a lot of different coverages on tape. As we got into the game, I think our tempo and those type of things kind of limited what they wanted to do, and our guys just kept taking advantage of it, and Dane did a really good job at just distributing the football, handing it, running it, throwing it, doing all the things that you got to do to be a good quarterback. Yeah, it had to be way up there. I mean, I didn't even know he had 5 touchdowns till after the game was over. He did exactly what we want our quarterbacks to do in this system and what we do. I mean, he's a great distributor. Made plays with his feet a couple of times when he had to, but did a really good job of reading coverages, seeing things that he had to see, got the ball into the hands of those guys that can really run, and they just kept making plays for him. It really is. I mean, Coach Young, Coach Norwood, our defensive staff, they've been tremendous all year long. We talked about it early on in this deal, after spring ball and fall camp, how much better our defense was. I think you got to take your hat off to our staff, but also to Trent, to Jesse, to Jeremy Brady, to all of those guys across the board. They've just dedicated themselves to get better and better each and every week. Well, that's what we're built on. That's who we are. And these seniors are the ones that have really set the stone or set the stage for that. I know that it's going to carry over, but these guys got to go back to work now. It's not us talking about it. It's not last year's team before, whatever. We're going to have a new team next year, and guys have got to step up. But right now, I'm going to enjoy these seniors in this win.
So the battle on the beach, as the Miami Beach Bowl is called, ended up being the beatdown on the beach, and the Hurricane very happy with a 55-10 win over Central Michigan. TU ends the season at 10-3.